the last one is just, again, kind of along the same lines, but just but a little bit deeper into hidden fees. It's really a combination of several sneaky tactics that can hurt us with our debt. So most credit card companies will hike your interest rates as high as 30% and keep it there until you make on-time payments for a full year, sometimes even longer. Think about one mistake, you can take your credit card from 19% to 30%. That's like a 50% increase on your interest charges. And if you had a $5,000 balance on your credit card at the $19.99, you pay about $83 a month of interest. But you bump that up to the $29.9, that's like $125 a month of interest. It's like $42 a month just in interest because they made that changes. So it's something really to look out for. And a lot of times they're not going to lower the interest rate unless you call them after the year and say, hey, I've been good for this year. Can we get that changed? The other thing is, cash advance fees. A lot of times there's extra charges to get cash advance on those cards. Well, that can add up to, again, it may not seem like a lot, $10, $20, $30, but that adds up over the course if you do that several times. That's not money working for you, that's money working against you. So, also if you exceed your credit limit, some cards charge for that because you've gone over, they're giving you extra charges for that. And then, what I look at as well is, they can have these fixed rates, but they can change within within a few days and not really give you proper notification. So it can be really tough to plan which card should be paying off, especially if you're using the avalanche method, what process you want to take care of. So knowing that can make a big difference. It can add up into the hundreds of dollars a year by knowing where these fees are, avoiding them, putting yourself in a better position by automating your payments, and just staying on top of that, not falling into those little traps. And those $100 of years, you put that for you. You can take that $100 a year and pay your debt down even faster, or put the money into investments and getting tax returns, all these different ideas, right? So as boring as it is, I'd encourage you to read the cardholder agreement before accepting the card. I know it's boring. I know it's long, but really that 30 minutes of reading could save you thousands of dollars. Also know where you're at. Create a spreadsheet with your credit cards, the balance of them, what the interest rate are, if there's any kind of penalties in there, any fees that are associated with balance transfers or annual fees or foreign transactions, all that kind of stuff, and the due dates of when they're supposed to be paid, so you understand what's going on. The third one is just like never use a credit card for cash advances. Take a look at other options, maybe line of credits, which have lower rates. But the other thing too with the credit cards and funds I've watched as well is if you they have different foreign costs. If you're transfer money, if you're in another country, see what are those fees there. Compare them to if you just got a bunch of cash or different travel checks or different options there, and see, okay, should I use it by credit card? Because some credit cards make sense and you can use them for traveling. Other ones are not the greatest, and you should avoid those ones or find alternative ways if you're going to travel, so you don't have all those extra charges on top of that. Just kind of seeing what those rates are, because again, those parts add up. Because really the best defense is just thinking carefully before accepting any credit offer, reading the documentation, assume you're going to pay more than what's advertised. And if something seems too good to be true, a lot of times it probably is.